welcome back here to El Divino Celebrity Readings. Once again, we have another whacked out, crazy reading we're going to do. My crew has been bugging about this for a while. I guess people have questions, so we're going to do something here, probably a little off camera. We're going to do Queen Elizabeth. We have a couple questions. I guess my crew's kind of asking how much time does she have left. We'll see if that pops up. And then also, they want to know if she's not a regular kind of person or she's some kind of other type of person. They're mentioning lizard, I don't know, which I thought was off the wall, but okay. And then they want to know if she was involved in the death of Princess Diana. So, we're gonna tap into it. Hang on to your seat. This is gonna get a little bumpy. I'm not sure what's gonna come out, but we're gonna go ahead and go after it. So here we go, guys. Let's see what Queen Elizabeth is really all about. Here we go. Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor. Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor. Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor. Present and future, visible and invisible. For what we want to know, how much time she has left, whether she's a different type of person or a lizard person. I don't know if they got that, but okay. And whether or not she was involved in the death of Princess Diana. Okay, so let's see if the cards answer for what's hidden and hidden behind black. And the God and the Saints reveal the answers to our questions. Here we go. All right, let's get started. All right, first two coming out for Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor. Here we go. Boom. It says, kind of going through a bad state. There's some depression, some other things that are happening to her. She's sick. She's in bed quite a bit. They're showing that she looks better, but she's in and out of her health. It says, but she's returning back again. To be public. It says, but the time is coming where it's going to cut off her head. So this is already coming. It's going to happen already. It says, this problem, or the problems are going to go away for her. So in other words, whatever pain she's feeling, whatever she's going through is going to be gone. It says, in the past, it was unfortunate how things were happening with her health deteriorating. Of course, she's older already, so people are kind of curious. How old is she? She's 96. So people want to know where that's going to go. We'll find out right now. It says, presently, in her mind, she feels like she's going to be returning to her love. So that would probably be her husband because he passed away, a year or two ago or something like that? Yeah. He passed away not too long ago. And so she's going to be returning to that. It does say that something happens magically in the future for her. I don't know what that is. It does say her energy is low. It also talks about her needing to be clean. In other words, she's on the dark side, so we'll find out what that means. It says a celebration that's coming, so I don't know what that is for her. Then also it says opportunities that present themselves and always money in the future. So more money that comes to her for something else. The three to the left say, that's my card, saying it's going to put me upside down for doing this, but it also says not to be brought down to her knees. And it says things incomplete, and then it says, and things that she has to defend. So let's get into it. Let's check out, these are just the base cards. Let's check out what we got to see for Queen Elizabeth. All right, first two have come out. We're going to do the first two again where it says sick in bed, depression, in and out of health. It says, but returning now. It says, been like this since her husband passed. So it's kind of been like this since he passed. It's gotten kind of progressively worse. It says where she's been upside down. It also says that I guess she's having these things where she's kind of seeing him, so she kind of knows her time is coming, and he's not angry, he's waiting for her. And it says, and slowly it says, she knows she's going to be happy again. So that's a good thing for her. That reuniting again would be good for her. It says what's coming to cut off her head. It says the battle that she has now. It says it's time. So basically, the delay in time, like she gets better, she gets sick, but she knows there's a new beginning that's waiting for her, and so she's waiting for that road to come to open up, where she'll once again find love again. So that's, I guess, the thing that she misses the most in her life. So as far as time-wise, it's not saying yet because it hasn't shown the death card, so we'll see. But let's see what it says. It says the problems go away then. And it says, and the problems go away when death comes. So here we go. So now death has shown its face. Let's see if I can pick up a number here. Interesting. So I see 7. But I think that's still... And I'm thinking she's going to go till she's probably 101 or 1 or 2. which is still a ways to go. They're going to keep her going until then. But let's see what else pops up. It says that'll be the right time for her to go. It says, but then it'll be a big change that comes, like, changes of her life. It says where the sun shines again. And then it says, and where she's the woman she wants to be, without all the political stuff attached to it. So death is going to be coming to her. It could be anywhere from 7 months to 7 years. So it's in between that time where something's going to happen, but she's going to be here for a little bit. Was she involved? Now this is a double answered card set. Was she involved in the death of Princess Di? It also lets us know that did she deliberately say that she wanted her dead? Not exactly, but she did say that there was a problem and that it needed to be handled quietly and it needed to be handled quickly, because there was a lot of things that were about to come out that involved the royal family, and so she needed to protect that. And so that's what kind of changed everything, and that's what kind of led to her death. So, like I said, it wasn't a direct, killer, but it was, this problem needs to be handled, and it needs to be done quietly, and it needs to be done in a manner that it can't really link back to the family. So that was something that she was involved in. So I know I'm going to catch a lot of shit for this, but honestly, it's right there in my cards. So that came up really quick. It says it's about returning to love. It says returning to her relationship, her marriage, the money. It says is nothing. There's nothing that you need when you're spiritually gone. It says just to be in love or have that love. And then she says, and it says, and there's no end to that once you're gone. So she already has a kind of idea of what death is and what death's going to be like. And that makes me wonder as well if she's part of something else. But it doesn't say that directly yet. I guess the last question we need to answer is they're asking if she's a lizard person. So I don't know if that's going to pop up like that. But we'll see. It says, for magic-wise, so this talks about them doing magic, she's been able to destroy a lot of things, tie a lot of things up, cause a lot of obstacles. It says, and that has turned the world upside down. It says, where there's no fruit in the tree. And so she's involved in a lot of the political realms that are happening in the world. And she's part of that whole group of people that are that 1% that have power over the world. So if you're wondering if she's done bad things, she has. It does say that, her energy, there's dark energy around her, and there it shows things of darkness. It also says the fear of loss. It says the strength behind it. It says, and the fool, being the fool. It says ever since she was a child. So raised into that type of lifestyle, I think, since she was a child. Does it say that she's some type of lizard person? It doesn't say that directly, but raised differently as a child for a different type of life. It says a celebration that comes. It says not from the past. It says one over hardship and broken heart, which is really sad. It's kind of saying like that's the celebration for her, to see the world kind of crumble into pieces. If you remember, England, when we fought against England in the United States, they were, pretty much charging us taxes and making money off of us. So that revenge coming back after all these years and watching things kind of crumble is something that, they've never left behind. And so there's a lot of history that comes with that. I'm sure a lot of people would want revenge on the United States for a lot of the things they've done. It says there are opportunities that are coming. It says good, some bad. It says some that, she'll truly enjoy. And it also says, but no burden on her back. It says discontent with certain things, but for the most part, everything's worked out in her life. It says, as far as big money that's there, she's always going to have that. It says the family will always have the money. Those things are blocked. In other words, nobody will ever really truly know what they're worth. It says, and she's not angry about that. It says there's always been triumph for her when it comes to that, and when it comes to her, with her family and everything else. So always been, as a mom, everything, she's always been able to control all that. Of course, she's the queen, so she can. When we get here to the 3 cards, it talks about me, and then it says her never being brought to her knees, but things being incomplete. In other words, no matter what happens, she can see herself now. She knows she's older. She knows the time is coming. And because of that, she can reflect back on all the things that have happened in her life. And it says it says, and rest assured of something, that the love of her life is the one thing that she's looking forward to. Without the relationship, it's kind of left her a little bit lost. It says, and incomplete. And so now she must defend for what she has left as far as her time, her life. It says, and sure, there's been a lot of deception around her, and you know, people who have kind of betrayed what she considers her family and her royal order and whatever it is their way of life is. It says, and so that's left her with decisions that she hasn't been able to make, even though she sees things being turned upside down. And even God's upside down with her for some of the things that she's done. It says, but she knows that no matter what, there's not going to be any karma, because it's like she doesn't care what that means. It says it's impatient though about love. So it's something that she's really stuck on, even though there's no triumph right now. It says, and then the evil that, you know, would disseminate once she's gone. It says this is all something that's always been in the works, something that's always been there. And she's never been alone. She's always had someone to protect her. It does talk about her lover, and it says, and he was also a part of that, part of the same order. So the same upbringing, same life. Was she involved with Princess Di? Maybe not completely directly, but indirectly. So, I mean, you take that however you want. When someone says that you need to take care of this problem and handle it, and quietly and keep it out of, you know, the news or the public. Of course, it went very wide, worldwide, but yeah, it was very suspicious to begin with. And then to see this kind of tells me, like, wow, I never thought I'd throw these cards for this. As far as how much time she got left, I'd say between 7 months and 7 years in between there. It's not directly saying the time yet, so I guess we don't know. But as far as her being a lizard person, she is a part of something that's entirely different. But I can't directly say lizard. It doesn't come out in my cards as lizard. So that's what I get. All right, guys. So that was Queen Elizabeth. That was an interesting throwing. Answered some of my questions. I think it's going to answer a lot of your guys's. And if you have other questions or things come up, let us know, and let us know who you want to know about, what celebrity. But this has been El Divino's Celebrity Readings here with Tony, my camera guy, who's always bugging me to do this shit. But I love it. So hopefully you guys enjoy this.